What's going on, everyone? It's Maddie from DCLblogger.com. I thought I'd make a bit of a different video today. It's not going to be specifically NFT related or crypto collectible related or even Decentraland related. It's going to be about Facebook's new cryptocurrency that they are planning to release the white paper of tomorrow. Well, actually, today is Tuesday in Australia, and they're expecting to launch or release the white paper for the cryptocurrency sometime tomorrow. Tuesday in US, which for us is tomorrow. God, that's confusing. But I just wanted to go across what we kind of know so far and what I think will happen in terms of how I feel like it'll influence different things. Or we can just talk about the potential possibilities of what it could influence in the near future. So basically, if you want a bit of a rundown, what it actually is going to be, it's going to be a stable coin. And the goal is to allow people to transfer money or buy and sell things or tip people or transfer funds of value very easily across Facebook's apps and networks that they have, which are Facebook, Messenger, Instagram, and WhatsApp, which are huge, right? This has the outreach of literally billions of people. These four apps combined, they're big, they're really, really big. And if Facebook can allow smooth transactions of value in between these platforms and be the first to really pioneer the use of blockchain amidst the masses, then that's going to hopefully bring a lot of attention to Bitcoin. But with that said, because we all know currently, right, if I go to my mom and dad and tell them, hey mom, you can pay using crypto for this particular t-shirt that you're ordering, they don't care. They just want the t-shirt. They don't really care about crypto. They don't care about the use of it. Say they were enthusiastic about it, they'd have to download and purchase Bitcoin, transfer Bitcoin into Ethereum or whatever coin that is needed to purchase the shirt. Maybe download MetaMask and do all these things that they don't really want to do, and get a wallet, secure their own passphrases. There's so much that goes into this utility using cryptocurrency at the current stage. But here's Facebook saying, we're going to try bring it out to everyone else, that everyone in a smooth way that hopefully isn't going to make them feel like they're even using cryptocurrency. And that's the main goal. So far we know that that's going to be the case. It's going to be a stable coin. It's expected to launch sometime in 2020, which is next year sometime, although we'll get the white paper very, very soon, tomorrow, the latest. There has been an image released of the companies that are acting as, or that are going to manage the nodes, and that will, I guess, vote on different parts or direction of the cryptocurrency. But basically, each of these companies have paid $10 million to manage a node across Facebook's coin. Okay, they're targeting 100 companies, and if you do the math, if they do get 100 companies on board that have paid $10 million, that's about $1 billion raised. But being part of this is quite revolutionary. What it really means, I'm not sure. Does Facebook kind of get them to sign a non-compete clause or something? Like, I don't exactly know what's happening in terms of the fine details, but Facebook are one of the most smartest group of people in the tech industry. If they know how to bring cryptocurrency, if anyone knows how to bring cryptocurrency to the masses, it's going to be Facebook, in the sense that they understand UI, they understand user behavior, they understand which communities will have issues adopting, how to kind of resolve that, how to work technology, how to move fast and all that sense. So it'll be interesting to see what they do come up with. But if you look closely, there's quite a lot of payment companies. So you have MasterCard and Visa, which are probably the two biggest credit card companies. Then you got Stripe, PayPal, Coinbase to a certain degree. What's that, 4 or 5 already? Maybe some of these few as well. I think these are investment firms. But it'll be interesting to see, because all of these guys will be voting on the platform, right? Because they're managing a node. So it'll be interesting to see if there is a skew of votes going in a certain direction. The more kind of scattered, and the more I guess if these companies have differences of opinions, if they have If they don't agree with each other, that's better, because you'll have a more of a kind of trustable source of people. If everyone just agrees with each other, then it's just going to take the direction of what, you know, the most. It's just going to take the direction that a small percentage of people, or like the kind of the important people will want it to take, and it's just going to be trust. You can't really trust it once again. But talking about trust in Facebook isn't really a good thing, specifically because Facebook's known to data mine, basically sell data and really try and get everyone's information. So it's kind of, there's a lot of people saying Facebook coin isn't really got anything to do with blockchain, because blockchain is supposed to be trustless, supposed to be managed by the people, not really big companies, big private firms. This is kind of going a weird direction, but at the end of the day, we have hopes and dreams, and we have reality, and Facebook is, I guess, pushing the scope of what reality is, and we will see how it happens. But in terms of opportunity, I am very excited for Facebook coin, not because I can buy Facebook coin, but I'm interested to see the marketplaces that emerge out of using Facebook coin. I'm going to just from here onwards call it Globalcoin, just because that's what people think it's going to be called. But actually, no, I'll just call it Facebook coin. But Facebook coin, if you think about it, what they're saying is Facebook coin, they're aiming to use it across Facebook, Messenger, Instagram, and WhatsApp. Okay. Now, the other day, I went to a restaurant here in Melbourne, Australia. It was called Hawker, and it was pretty cool in the sense that I opened up Messenger, and it just said, all right, let's get started. Sent me a GIF and said, hey, Mateen, nice to meet you, blah, blah, blah. Can I take your order? Then I had to just click the order button and then browse the different menus that they had. And when I wanted, I selected what I wanted to eat for the night, and I paid with it using Facebook, which was kind of weird to do. But at the end of the day, all I was doing was just sitting at my table. I walked in with my friends, sat at the table. We ordered using Facebook. Some of us ordered using Facebook. Some of us went to the register to order. But at the end of the day, the possibility to make payments in apps is so much quicker, and it is slowly infiltrating the restaurant industry, right? And now, at the end of the day, like, we don't need to give our PayPal details or credit card details to when ordering food at restaurants. They don't need to know where we live, and they don't need to have that pathway to PayPal. Sometimes it might give them your address or whatever it could be. But at the end of the day, if we are able to just use these coins that don't really connect to our personal information, in the sense like credit card details, this is like a separate kind of wallet type thing, and making payments is as easy as this. Just for restaurants is just one case, but if you can imagine e-commerce products across e-commerce stores and all that kind of stuff, then it's really going to make things a lot more easier. And what that's going to do is increase the volume of transactions, and people aren't going to really feel like they're spending dollars. And that's what's happened in the crypto industry. Like, it's so easy to spend a couple of Ethereum on an NFT, on a digital land or whatever. But would you actually pull $500 from your wallet and give it in cold hard cash to get the same thing? Probably not. But you'd happily spend $500 worth of Ethereum just because it says 2 Ethereum. And in our mind, it's not really a big number. 1.1 Ethereum, 0.7 Ethereum. For us, it doesn't feel like it is much. And I think it's made things a lot more easier. That's why we see some NFTs sell for such crazy amounts, just because people spend, a couple hundred Ethereum, which doesn't seem like much for them. If they participated in the ICO or got lucky and have like 5,000 Ethereum, it doesn't really seem like much to them. But for us, would we pull out $50,000 or $100,000 and spend it? Probably not. And I think this might have a similar effect. So I'm excited to see what marketplaces open up using Facebook coin across WhatsApp, Instagram, and all that. Like, what businesses will start to utilize them? How will people? I've made most of my money, guys, being ahead of trying to figure out marketplaces before anyone else has. If I can do that and stumble upon opportunity, then most cases I'm literally not competing with anyone. Maybe a handful of people, but If I work harder than them, then I can make more money than them, right? The same thing happened with Decentraland Land Marketplace. Not many people were kind of buying big plots of lands and selling them, and not many people were doing over-the-counter trades. Not many people were spending tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars on land privately over the counter, and it was just like a bit ludicrous to think people were doing that. But then that created an opportunity for me to see if doing that was a profitable venture, and it was. So I'm excited for any sort of marketplace that opens up because I want to see what the hell is going on. That being said, I thought about this and I kind of brought it up in a few discussion groups, but I'm a bit concerned in the sense that if Facebook is going to allow people to use cryptocurrency easily across different platforms, WhatsApp, and it's going to get people aware of using Facebook Coin and allow them to use it with very little friction. I'm talking about people that aren't used to cryptocurrency in general. Think of mom and dad. Then what the hell is the need for Bitcoin? Isn't Bitcoin trying to be the same thing? Isn't Bitcoin trying to be a complete, its own currency that you can use worldwide easily across anything you want? Isn't that the direction Bitcoin is going? Yes, there is a complete difference of, I guess Bitcoin and crypto enthusiasts are very specific on security, on investing and making money, and being decentralized. That's obviously a big thing. So Facebook is not many of those things at all, to be honest. It's definitely not decentralized. It's a stable coin, and security wise, I mean, it's Facebook, right? It's like literally the opposite of what Bitcoin is in that sense. But in terms of utility, in terms of what it's doing and allowing people to do, it's pretty much the same as what Bitcoin is aiming for. So if Facebook does get picked up by the majority of people, will people I always think about it as my mom and dad. Do they really care about having all their data secure? Yes, they do, but I mean, how does it affect their everyday life if they were to use Facebook as opposed to Bitcoin? If Facebook comes out and you can use it across all these platforms, and Bitcoin comes out and at some point you can use it across all these platforms. If they're already using Facebook Coin, which seems like it's going to be the first to push towards the public, why would they want to switch to Bitcoin, right? So Facebook plans to make its cryptocurrency available to exchange from traditional currency through physical ATM machines. I don't know. Facebook seem like they're doing a lot of things that Bitcoin want to do. And if Facebook are successful at that, I kind of think that, yes, it will bring people's attention to Bitcoin to a certain degree, or more cryptocurrency and blockchain related. But is it going to have a bit of a plateau effect to Bitcoin? Because now we just have a bunch of enthusiasts using Bitcoin and want to grow the platform. But we have Facebook literally doing what Bitcoin wants to do earlier than what Bitcoin wants to do. It's already partnering with all these companies to be able to use them in their e-commerce. Like if, for example, I kind of run Shopify stores, right? And I opened up Shopify and I opened up a couple of stores and I've incorporated the use of cryptocurrency. And yeah, that's all cool, but not many people will use cryptocurrency because not many people will use Bitcoin. But if there's more volume for Facebook Coin, then Shopify would happily allow people to use Facebook Coin. And if all of these companies will now start to use the Facebook Coin, then it'll just be interesting to see how it's all going to work and how it's going to affect Bitcoin. So just a lot of thoughts on what's going on with Facebook Coin. It's going to be a stable coin. It might be even available to trade on exchanges. It might even be a trading pair. Like if Facebook Coin is a dominant trading pair, just because there's just so many people using it, one, it might bring a lot of people to invest quite easily into other cryptocurrencies like Ethereum, etc. Because I mean, you have a ton of Facebook Coin. You can just log into Binance and use that Facebook Coin to trade other or buy other coins, right? But again, like what would that mean for the dominant trading pairs like Bitcoin, especially Bitcoin? Like I am kind of concerned about Bitcoin and its growth because, like I said, Facebook's kind of doing the same thing. All right. Well, tomorrow we're going to go through the white paper, and we'll definitely know a lot more as to what it's trying to be. But I am excited just because on a marketplace level, on an opportunity level, there is going to be a completely new part of the global marketplace created. You're going to suddenly be able to transact easily with people across the globe that you don't know anything about. You don't even need to know their name. And if that's possible, then whew, really looking forward to seeing what opportunities present themselves. But that's it for this video, guys. Just wanted to talk about Facebook Coin and share some thoughts about it. See you in another video.